गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट। मैं नीरज पांडे एक बार फिर आपके सामने लेकर आया हूँ ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री, जिसमें आज हम स्टडी करने वाले हैं एल्डिहाइड, कीटोन और कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड। ओके, हियर वी डिस्कस अबाउट एल्डिहाइड, कीटोन एंड कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड। एंड द एल्डिहाइड, कीटोन एंड कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड all are related with one another, but how they are related we can see here. Firstly, we try to know in case of aldehyde, C double bond O, C double bond O in case of ketone, and C double bond O in case of carboxylic acid. Firstly, you can see here in aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid, carbonyl group is present. This group is known as carbonyl group. Okay, when any carbonyl group is present in between hydrogen as well as alkyl group means carbon, then it is known as aldehyde except formaldehyde. Okay, अगर हम एल्डिहाइड की बात करते हैं तो जब कार्बोनिल ग्रुप हाइड्रोजन और कार्बन के बीच में पाया जाए तो इसे हम क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? एल्डिहाइड बोलते हैं। ओके, एंड इन केस ऑफ फॉर्मल्डिहाइड वेयर कार्बोनिल ग्रुप इज प्रेजेंट इन बिटवीन टू हाइड्रोजन एटम, देन इट इज नोन एज फॉर्मल्डिहाइड। एक्सेप्ट दिस फॉर्मल्डिहाइड, all type of aldehyde have general formula CnH2n plus 2CO. This is the general formula of aldehyde. You can also write this in this way: CnH2n plus 1 CHO. Okay, this is the general formula of aldehyde. In case of ketone, when carbonyl group is present in between two alkyl group, then it is known as ketones. Okay, the general formula of ketones CnH2n plus 1 twice CO. This is the general formula of ketone. General formula. Okay, it is also the general formula of aldehyde and general formula of ketone. But in case of carboxylic group, when carbonyl group is present in between alkyl and hydroxyl group, then it is known as carboxylic acid except formaldehyde, except formic acid. Okay, the general formula of formic acid is H C double bond O OH. Okay, in this situation the carboxylic acid is present in between two hydrogen atom. Okay, carbonyl group is present in between hydrogen and hydroxide group. जब कार्बोनिल ग्रुप हाइड्रोजन और हाइड्रोक्साइड ग्रुप के बीच में पाया जाए तो इसे हम बोलेंगे फॉर्मिक एसिड। बट एक्सेप्ट दिस फॉर्मिक एसिड, ऑल टाइप ऑफ एल्डिहाइड हैव वन साइड कार्बन एटम एंड वन साइड OH in their structure. The general formula of all type of carboxylic acid CnH2n plus 1 COOH, or you can write CnH2n plus 2 COO. This is the general formula of all type of carboxylic acid except formic acid. ओके, ये तो बात रही हमारे कि एल्डिहाइड किसे कहेंगे, कीटोन किसे कहेंगे और कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड कहेंगे किसे कहते हैं. बट इफ वी ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द स्ट्रक्चर of aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid, then you can see here this carbon contains pi bond and also contains hydrogen and alkyl group. Then in this situation bond angle is 120 degree and hybridization is sp3. This carbon also contains sp3 hybridization in case of ketone where R C double bond O R is present, then the hybridization is sp2 sp3 and sp3. और आप इसे बोल सकते हैं, you can explain it. When carbon sp2 hybrid carbon is present in between two alkyl group with oxygen atom, then this group is known as carbonyl group, and this carbonyl group contains both side sp3 hybrid carbon. Okay, this is the structure of ketone, and here 120 degree bond angle is also present in case of ketone. But in case of carboxylic acid, here sp2 and this oxygen contains sp3 and this contains sp3 hybridization. Okay, this is the similarities in between aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid, that all the carbonyl group contains sp2 hybridization. सभी कार्बोनिल ग्रुप के पास sp2 hybridization पाया जाता है. ओके, except this you can also understand the special structure of aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid, that is when carbonyl group is present in between alkyl group and hydrogen, then in this situation the electronegativity of oxygen is greater than carbon. As a result of this, it contains partial negative and carbon contains partial positive charge. In all type of structure where carbonyl group is present, carbonyl oxygen contains partial negative and carbon contains partial positive charge. Here in case of carboxylic group, it also contains partial negative and partial positive charge. Okay, although this oxygen also contains partial negative, hydrogen contains partial positive, alkyl contains partial positive charge as compared to carbonyl group. You can discuss the partial positive and partial negative charge in case of aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid. So this is the general information about the aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid. But after the knowledge of general information of aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid, we try to understand what is the nomenclature of aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid. Then firstly we try to understand what is the nomenclature of aldehyde. There are two systems of nomenclature. First is common system of nomenclature. In this system of nomenclature, all type of aldehyde originated from common nomenclature of carboxylic group, like HCHO. It is the first aldehyde which is known as formaldehyde and originated from the formic acid, and hence it is known as formaldehyde. Formaldehyde. The word formaldehyde originated from formic acid. Similarly, CH3COOH, it is the acetic acid and it is an carboxylic acid. Okay, the acetic acid, when remove their hydroxyl group and contains hydrogen, then it is known as acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde. Okay, except this CH3, CH2 and CHO, it is known as propanaldehyde. Propanaldehyde. Okay, and sometime when two aldehyde combine together, then it is known as bicarbaldehyde or dicarbaldehyde. Bicarbaldehyde, dicarbaldehyde or bicarbaldehyde. Except this, the aldehyde in which one hydrogen carbonyl group and one hydrogen, there are two hydrogen is present in case of carbaldehyde, then it is also known as monocarbaldehyde or monoaldehyde. Okay, so propanaldehyde, butanaldehyde, pentanaldehyde, hexanaldehyde, these are the common system of the aldehyde. But in case of IUPAC system of nomenclature, the name of aldehyde are changed. IUPAC system of nomenclature of aldehyde. Firstly, we try to understand all type of carbon considered as alkane. All the number of carbon considered as alkane. ओके, सबसे पहले आईपीएसी नॉमेनक्लेचर करते समय जितने भी नंबर ऑफ कार्बन होंगे उनको हम एल्केन मान लेंगे. आफ्टर कंसिडर द एल्केन, व्हेन वी रिमूव वर्ड ई फ्रॉम एनी एल्केन and added word al, then its name become alkanal. Okay, then HCHO is known as methanol. It is the IUPAC name of formaldehyde. Okay, methanol. If number of carbon is 2, then it is known as ethanol. If number of carbon is 3, like this, then it is known as propanol. If number of carbon is 4, CH3, CH2, CH2 and CHO, then its name is butanol. Okay, and in this way we can write pentanol, hexanol, heptanol, octanol, nonanol and decanol. It is the IUPAC name of any aldehyde. Okay, after discussing about the nomenclature of aldehyde, we try to understand the nomenclature of ketone. Okay, nomenclature of ketone, not aldehyde. Nomenclature of ketones, nomenclature of ketones. Okay, firstly we write the common name or nomenclature, common system of nomenclature, common system of nomenclature. In case of ketone, firstly we try to understand what type of ketones are present. There are two types of ketones are present. First is symmetrical and second is unsymmetrical ketone. Unsymmetrical ketone, बेटा हम सबसे पहले ये ध्यान देंगे कि कीटोन्स टू टाइप के होते हैं, फर्स्ट सिमेट्रिकल और सेकेंड क्या होंगे, अनसिमेट्रिकल. इन केस ऑफ सिमेट्रिकल कीटोन, when carbonyl group contains both side same number of carbon atom like CH3 like CH3 CH2 C double bond O CH2 CH3 like C3H7 CO C3H7. Okay, in all three examples there are same number of carbon is present both side of the carbonyl carbon, thus this type of ketone is known as symmetrical ketone. बेटा अगर आपके समझ में ये आ गया हो कि सिमेट्रिकल कीटोन वह होता है जिसमें कार्बोनिल ग्रुप के दोनों साइड नंबर ऑफ कार्बन सेम होते हैं, तो सच टाइप ऑफ कीटोन जब भी आपके सामने होंगे तो इनका नोमेनक्लेचर करते समय हम सबसे पहले डाई शब्द का यूज करेंगे, वर्ड डाई, देन एडेड द नंबर ऑफ कार्बन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एल्किल ग्रुप, नेम ऑफ एल्किल ग्रुप, देन वर्ड कीटोन्स आर एडेड. ओके, then its name is 1-methyl and 1-methyl become 2-methyl, तो डाई मिथाइल और मेथिल कीटोन. क्या नाम हो जाएगा बेटा, डाई मिथाइल कीटोन. here ethyl group is present and here ethyl group is also present, then its name di ethyl ketone. here dipropyl ketones. It is the general name of symmetrical ketone, but in case of unsymmetrical ketone, when carbonyl group contains two different type of carbon atom like CH3 C2H5 CH3 C double bond O and C3H7 CH3 C double bond O C4H9. ठीक है, तो आप यहाँ देख सकते हैं, यू कैन सी हियर देयर आर टू डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ नंबर ऑफ कार्बन एटम प्रेजेंट बोथ साइड ऑफ द कार्बोनिल कार्बन. तो बेटा ऐसे कीटोन का नोमेनक्लेचर करते समय वी try to understand what is the alphabetical order for the naming of carbon atom. Okay, एल्किल ग्रुप का नाम नेम करते समय हम अल्फ़ाबेटिकल आर्डर का यूज करते हैं. जैसे देखिए ये क्या है, इथाइल, इट्स नेम इज इथाइल एंड इट्स नेम इज मिथाइल. देन इट्स कॉमन नेम इज इथाइल मिथाइल कीटोन. Okay, its name, it is propyl and it is methyl. It is started from M and it is started from P. Then in alphabetical order M first comes and then P. Then its name is methyl propyl ketone. Similarly, it is butyl group and it is methyl group. Then in alphabetical order, firstly we write butyl methyl ketone. Okay, it is the nomenclature, common system of nomenclature of symmetrical and unsymmetrical ketone. But in case of IUPAC system, not common system, in case of IUPAC system of nomenclature, the word ONE are added after replacing E from any alkane. Okay, you can see here, no matter there is symmetrical ketone or unsymmetrical, चाहे आपके पास symmetrical ketone हो चाहे unsymmetrical ketone हो, but IUPAC सिस्टम का nomenclature करते समय नंबर ऑफ कार्बन को आप मान लोगे कि आपके पास क्या है, एल्केन. फर्स्टली वी कंसीडर नंबर ऑफ कार्बन एज एल्केन एंड रिमूव E from alkane by adding word ONE. Then its name is alkanone. And in alkanone, the minimum place for the ketonic carbon is 2, like first, second and third. Carbonyl group always present toward second carbon atom minimum, although it may be present third, fourth, fifth, sixth etc number, but generally it is never find first position in the nomenclature. ये कभी भी कार्बोनिल ग्रुप nomenclature में पहला पोजीशन नहीं पाता है. कम से कम इसको पोजीशन कौन सा मिलता है बेटा, सेकेंड, और मैक्सिमम इसे सेकेंड से आगे मिल सकता है थर्ड, फोर्थ, फिफ्थ etc. देन व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दिस कंपाउंड, IUPAC नेम ऑफ दिस कंपाउंड. देखिए 1 2 3 टोटल नंबर ऑफ कार्बन 3. वी कंसीडर एज प्रोपेन. देन इट्स नेम इज प्रोपेनोन 2. Here number of carbon 1 2 3 4 5. Then its name is pentanone. Our position of carbonyl group is 3, pentanone 3. And here 3 position and 3. Total number of carbon is 7, but position of carbonyl group is 4. Then its IUPAC name is heptanone 4. Here total number of carbon is equal to 2, 3 and 4. So butanone 2. Its name is butanone 2. Here total number of carbon is 5, but its name is pentanone 2, and here total number of carbon 6, and its IUPAC name is hexanone 2. ओके, तो आप यहाँ देख सकते हैं कि नंबर ऑफ कार्बोनिल ग्रुप सेकेंड पे भी रह सकता है और मोर देन सेकेंड पे भी जा सकता है. अकॉर्डिंग टू स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ कंपाउंड वी कैन डिस्कस व्हाट इज द नॉमेनक्लेचर, IUPAC nomenclature of ketone. After the knowledge of nomenclature of ketone, we try to understand what is the nomenclature of carboxylic group or carboxylic acid. Okay, there are common system of nomenclature are used for the carboxylic group. Carboxylic acid, carboxylic acid. Okay, so in case of common system, the first carboxylic acid which is originated from the head of ant, then its name become formic acid. Formic acid, it taken from word formica. Formica शब्द से formic acid बना और यह एसिड एंट के हेड में पाया जाता था, इसलिए इसका नाम क्या पड़ा, formic acid. CH3 C double bond O OH, its name is acetic acid. Acetic acid, and its name originated from the vinegar. CH3 CH2 COOH, this is the proponionic acid. Proponionic or proponic acid. Similarly, CH3 CH2 CH2 and COOH, it is the butonic acid. Butanionic acid, butanionic or butonic acid. This is the common system of nomenclature of all type of carboxylic acid. But in case of IUPAC system, IUPAC system of nomenclature, firstly we consider all type of carbon atom as alkane. After removal of E from alkane and adding oic acid, we find out the name of carboxylic acid. First carbon contains carbonyl group and both side hydroxide group and hydrogen is present. Then its IUPAC name from first carbon become methanoic acid. Okay, it contains total number of carbon 2, then its name is ethanoic acid. Okay, and it contains total number of carbon 3, then it is known as propanoic acid. Okay, and it contains 4 carbon atom, thus butanoic acid. Okay, methanoic, ethanoic, propanoic, butanoic, pentanoic, hexanoic, heptanoic, octanoic, decanoic, and word acid are added at the end of any carboxylic acid, then we can find out the IUPAC name of any carboxylic acid. ऐसे आप किसी भी कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड के IUPAC सिस्टम को समझ सकते हैं, न कि केवल कॉमन सिस्टम. ओके, तो अगले अगले क्लास में मैं आपको समझाऊंगा व्हाट इज़ द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ एल्डिहाइड, कीटोन एंड कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड। थैंक यू।